as a Samir car comes up right behind him, and I think he's lost unless he's a hat, and he is not a hat, but he is an RPG. And hey guys, MoiDawg here, and today we've got another episode of I'm the Sky, where we take a look at a gaming squad from the top down, and in this one, we've got the Middle East Alliance up against the US Army on Mutaha. This is Mutaha RAS V1, and this layer in particular can come up with some really fun objectives that are not in the places that people usually fight at, and that is exactly what happened on this round. There's no Crossroads, there's no mosques, there's none of your typical city fighting, but a lot of combat on the outskirts of Mutaha, allowing for some really good vehicle and infantry plays, and as you'll see, some fantastic flanks. So I hope y'all enjoy. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and drop me a comment below with a map, game mode, or faction you'd like to see in the next one. And don't forget to check out the live streams over at twitch.tv/MoiDawg, where I stream throughout the week. But that's it for me. Enjoy the video. Peace. All right, eye in the sky. We got here Mutaha RAS V1, and we are going to be up on board with the USA and up against, we got, I believe, the MEA over in the southeast. So US spawning up in the northwest side of Mutaha, MEA down at the southeast, and this is one of the big boy tank maps. So we got the Abrams spawning in about 10 minutes. Bradley is started off with. You also have a Striker, a couple Mat Vs, one is the 240. That's 240 GPMG. It can actually pin through lightly armored vehicles, so only good for some transports and anti-infantry. And then a Blackhawk spawn in a couple minutes. MEA has same type of low, lightly skinned transports. Samir MG3, that one cannot pin either. The MTLB with the rockets. BMP2, BMP1, and T72 spawn in about 10 minutes as well with their Mi-17 helicopter. All right, first point, roadblock, down to crash site, over to 4 points, then village, and then south farm. Actually, dude, I love this type of layer. The Crossroads is really fun to play over. Crossroads, which is right in the middle of the map here. This area with police and ammo. This is a very fun place, but I've got to say, 4 points is also really interesting POI. Village is as well. This should be a good map if people play the objectives. And we're actually getting some chatter on command, so maybe we'll have a good game here. Always good when you have some chatter in command chat.
Doesn't even answer me. Well, there doesn't have to be a war for it. You guys can have it.
So as the rollout takes place, it looks like Squad 4 is going to be doing the roadblock back cap. They also have a Logi, maybe get an early fob as well. Armor rolling out to Squad 8. That's their move marker here. And armor for MEA is actually really lagging behind. So US should have an advantage moving out to the first point. Squad 6 with Celtic. Looks like he's going to be setting up somewhere over his move marker, maybe get a fob as well. So US at the moment looks to be in a bit better position, at least on initial rollout map presence. You have already Striker holding this main road, and this north-south road is going to be really important. Infantry dismounting as well. Ooh, I like that. All right. I might be a nerd. This stuff gets me excited. Whenever you have infantry also rolling in with a Striker, I love that. Get some nice combined arms, infantry, vehicles supporting themselves. Honestly, that's just much better than just solo running in with a vehicle. Main road, however, we're about to see something go down as we have way off in the distance. See those BMPs rolling down the track here. And Bradley is going to be right behind us too. This corner rolling into Crossroads and police station is incredibly deadly. And Striker needs to be very careful. Ooh, hip now as well. Oh my goodness. Hip trying to showboat, loses his main rotors.
The enemy helicopter just crashed.
Enemy helicopter did just crash. And BMP
Squad 4, can you drop that?
ATGM's right into the front engine of the Striker, and that's actually honestly the best spot it could have been. Able to roll back a little bit, distract. I want to see if the... Nope. I was going to see if the Bradley was pushing up just yet, but BMP should be... I don't know why they haven't swapped to their autocannon yet. And there it is. Striker might be getting a little bit of aggro right now. Good defensive smoke.
He's coming east right now. He's in E6.
Oh, I'm not sure why the Bradley hasn't moved up yet.
Get over here, bud.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Get over here, man.
Baby, hold up.
Bradley now moving in.
Yeah, give me accurate mark, okay?
And Striker is just praying. Honestly, he needs to get another...
Alright, cool deal.
I was going to say he needs to get another defensive smoke, but he's backed himself up in between the buildings, and Bradley should have his ATGM up. He does. You can see the toe on the left side of the turret. Should see him in his sights right now. Oh my, nearly missed it. And what a kill.
BMP destroyed, BMP destroyed.
Nearly whiffed that tow missile. Slammed it right into the top of the turret.
Dude, good work.
And Striker baiting the BMP out, and just some good comms, good driving, defensive driving by the Striker as well.
Have you learned to execute a new J-hook because you're...
Oh, but now we have infantry pushing.
I think.
And we're going to turn this on now. Your Chicken's able to knock out Swine Dad, who was driving that Striker, and Jar is just going to back it on up. Never mind, he's going to drive forward into danger. Blainer laying prone, MEA right behind the dumpster there, and you got Kashura up above him as well, and Logi now. So good position. I mean, right now MEA has lost both a helicopter and BMP2. So we're gonna turn on our fob radius for a second just to get an idea of where people are. And hold on, Blainer now actually taking the high ground, and he is lighting up that Logi.
I can put myself for a power station, please.
Where I'm shooting.
And you've got some suppressing fire as now Blainer
I'll pick people up.
falls back a bit, but 316 tickets to 316 tie ball game, and it is now going to 4 points. So US secured the first 2 caps, MEA also on their first 2 caps, so about to smash right into the middle here.
This place is on a point.
He's a baseball player.
Hey, 10,
Not yet, not yet. Squad 3 stay there.
Blainer. Oh, Blainer gets the jump, but Anubis official
Squad 3 stay there at the middle.
swings at Saw and able to knock him out. Actually, probably was the 240 Bravo, and it was 240 Bravo rather. So huge win in the center, not just on vehicles but also infantry. So this put on our fob radius for a second. North side US, west side US, and these 3 are MEA fobs.
Squad 2, I need supplies here at 1, Echo 1.
As 335 tickets now for the US, 315 for MEA.
Put 1 east of 4 points.
And Matt V trying to get on out of the way.
Enemy direct.
Doing a little bit of
southeast, 4
forward
points
scouting.
on the riverbank.
Actually surprised he hasn't gotten shot at just yet. He is deep into enemy territory here. And you can see infantry starting to collapse around him, but no AT to deal with it. So now you have, as we let this Matt V do a little bit of sightseeing, main road again, we have MTLB. And this is the rocket MTLB. Victor Victus. Is this a... You don't need... Oh, yeah, MTLBs you don't need crewmen for anymore. I was going to say, MTLBs you no longer need crewmen, so feel free to one-man it. I don't think you should, but, you know, hey, okay, all right. So, US was the first one on to 4 points, but we can see right out here, east side of 4 points, this little orchard here. You got a rally. Or that's a radio, actually. Wow. Is for really aggressive fob. We can see Hound Skip has actually gotten down a hab south. I'm not sure if I really like this position because as you push to try to get the hab, you're going to find the radio first. I like the idea, but I'm not sure if it's going to work as well as they want it to. But infantry pushing on to the objective here.
Squad 4, can you put down mortar positions over at yours? Yes. Thank you.
And pardon the quick camera movement.
See where the
Pause.
You squad 1, you see that BMP mark? We're heading down there right now.
Oh yeah.
Randall the cat
My hat's going.
peeking on over. A few MEA infantry pushing over. We got XB, Mayor, Victor Vicious, George Washington, Sergeant Huge Ass. Okay, dude. They got Sergeant over there running across the field. All right, okay.
Help commander on this compound.
MEA looks to have a better position, I think, right now, and that is because they just have a rally. The US, rather, just have a rally on 4 points, while MEA has a forward deployment here. And so, nice positioning, but we want to go and see...
The head on 4 points is already proxied.
Just exactly. Hold on a second. Yeah. Oh, hold on a second. Didn't even see. I thought this was a rally for a second. This is actually a hab. Hold on. US do have a hab on point. Overrun almost immediately.
Yeah, we're waiting for some build at the moment.
And let's take a look at this closer infantry fighting as we have a whole bunch of MEA pushing on in.
Build is on the way.
Fantastic, thank you.
It tries to GL. A little mid-arm that. MK holding that little angle for MEA as Unlucky Yin and a handful of his buddies start stacking up alongside the wall. But they need to do some infantry clearing out the US if they want to get their hab back up. Oh, polynormal function. Fantastic shot. Not quite sure who nailed that one, but oh! Exhiby as well. I mean, MEA are starting to mop up the last survivors on this objective.
Right outside.
And Rare Sniper laying prone outside, trying to hold this angle here, but MEA looks like they might be able to. I think it's still, of course, right when I open the map. No, you guys shut up. No, you shut up. How was I supposed to know that that was about to happen, okay? I needed to check to see if the hab was spawnable. It spawned in. No, that's okay. MEA, they lose that south side push with XSB, but Celtic Pilot Grapefruit actually get wrecked. And we got Sergeant here pushing on in with Unlucky Yin. And this is one of the more unique objectives to be attacking here. Striker as well pushing in as well. Can I say as well one more time? They're pushing in as well. And hold on, we're going to turn this off here because it looks like MEA.
Airstrike, command, airstrike.
There it is.
Damn.
Yeah.
God damn, bro. You got demolished.
I got wrecked.
Nice Sioux strike from MEA, and they actually, that was really well done. An entire squad goes down, and that nearly pops the Logi, knocks out the hab, and we can see Turtles right now in a perfect position to just keep infantry from digging it back up. Grenades from the MEA popping, trying to get the remainder of US Army infantry on point. Swine Dad and Jar take a hat round.
Patrols out. Do you want to see if we can get eyes on those?
And it is all going down on the objective. MEA, although they're behind right now, are in the driving seat for momentum. Oh no! Walks actually takes the first shot. Striker goes down to what, 20% health, but gets min-armed for the next one. Now you have defensive mortars coming in, I believe. Yes, it is defensive mortars. Shawnee. And this is fantastic defensive mortars right in the tree line. Might allow the US to get a little bit of infantry presence back on, give them some breathing room, and you just have rockets popping off, rifles popping off, and there it is, that Matt V, Randall the Cat and Lee get it stuck in the little gully here. Kind of aggregate. What is happening? Is that... Oh my goodness, cool dude and One Shot Panda come screaming into the field. Not quite sure what that was about, but they have lost the main rotors of that Blackhawk, and that is probably one of the worst spots you can do that, because you are not only on an active objective,
What do you want mortared?
you are in a spot where you not only have to repair the rotors, but also shove it into an open field. So there we go. Now you also have Abrams online, as we see Squad 7, Matt Dew, and Hydra. Want to see if the T-72 is still in the spawn there for MEA. But Bradley now trying to lay down some hate. Striker, defensive smoke while he rolls up to the repair station. This Striker somehow has survived the entire round so far.
We're approaching village right now. We're gonna try and take it.
would be nice.
And rockets now coming in from the MTLB. Victor Vicious. These are actually fantastic rockets, you can see. Infantry were just able to get the hab up before the rockets cleared them out. We got an infantry spawn on the point. Newbie, Velislav, Sergeant, Pincher for MEA were the only ones left. And I think US, it's still up. US have clawed back onto the position, gotten their hab up, and it is now an active spawn. MEA, aggressive push in, but not able to completely deal that knockout blow. I keep wanting to zoom on in, and more explosions happening. Friendly Bradley tracked as Sergeant Husher. These mortars are amazing right now. Defensive mortars holding off the position. Exactly where you need it to be. And another AT. Very not fine. Hat round finally knocks out the Bradley, but infantry are doing work, not just defending on objective, but also calling out for indirect fire and nailing it right now. You have, oh, and there it goes, Sean and Nay. Squad 8 just pulls out a massive move. Squad 8.
Oh, yeah. Squad 4 is under attack.
Whiskey Tango FL, they actually knock out that mortar fob. And that is a huge play by MEA. These mortars were pretty much keeping the entire MEA team off of the objective.
Enemy having this compound on my observe mark.
And Logi pops off as we hear now tanks right below us. Or MTLB rather, right below us. As that from our left side, Abrams starting to fire in.
10 move.
Copy, on the way.
Hab, hold on a second. They pulled the switcheroo. Hold on. As that was happening, I think MEA has the upper hand. Hold on. Which squad is this? Squad 3 has flanked around. I believe, was this?
I'm getting my guy.
I don't actually know how they got here. Squad 3, that is a radio. Squad 3 snuck on in a Logi, dropped a radio, an attack fob, and while MEA has been pushing not onto 4 points, but on the hab outside of 4 points, one of the reasons why you don't want your fobs on your objectives all the time.
Don't worry, I got my guy here
Squad 3 has pushed on and nearly neutralized it. Good spawn in by MEA though. Funky, Husher, Big Tex turned that laser off, and Meyer now spawning in trying to defend. Coliono and the MG and the Matt V goes down. Mr. Danny dismounts, and there it goes. Matt V crew down, and this is one of the better infantry fights I think I've ever seen on Mutaha. Every point being contested right now. And Husher sprinting across the road. Anubis official knocks out Mare on the backside, and Husher's going to try to get to his aid. I was going to say, Husher, does he have a machine gun? It might be an MG3. He is, if he's able to turn around and get that machine gun down. Oh my God, he does! Shady and Anubis get lit up by the machine gun. Patience pays off for Husher. They are watching every door, and this is nearly, neutralized, but doesn't mean it's over just yet. There's still a handful of infantry. Never mind, there's only one more infantry left. And that is Husher with the MG3, tries to get Flick. Flick tossing the smoke grenade. Flick trying to pick the MG. You don't pick the MG!
It's not a fucking gun I can compete with.
Yeah, it's not, dude. Husher teaches Flick a pretty painful lesson about which is more. MG3 wins that fight. And
I think you're right.
Despite the US fully, hold on, now you have a squad commander as well. It is halfway to neutral, or halfway to cap, but it isn't cap just yet. And is he going to do it? He's digging it up. I thought he was actually going to dig it down in order to try to prevent the ticket loss. But let's take a look at where exactly. Oh, hold on a second. No! Husher goes to try to reposition, and infantry looks like Parma Violet catches him moving past the window. And there you go. What an amazing fight for Village. And once again, this is...
This position is kind of sketchy, dude. They're getting close.
This is
Village about to be tapped.
one of the reasons why you have, as we said before, why you want to have fobs not on a capture point. The US had a fob here that was lost off of southeast points. It's just finally lost. You know, infantry overrunning it. It doesn't matter because it's not on the objective. In the time that happened, US was able to do the same thing, knock out the hab, but it was on the objective, and MEA going to lose this one. And American Command calling in an A10 on what should be an absolutely devastating strike here in a second.
Squad 5, do you need supplies?
A10 lining up.
We're pretty good.
And the Burt
First strike, my strike.
knocks only half. Oh, it was actually just off. Nearly got it. You can see the Burt went right where Nicholas is, and a little to the side. Knocked the hab just a little bit, but enough infantry stayed up that really not doing much. Hey, it looked good though. Sounded good.
Or squad 6, I guess.
Let's take a look here.
I'm bringing y'all supplies for another hab and radio.
All right, so now MEA find themselves in a horrible position. 307 tickets for the US and 176 for MEA. And not only are they down tickets, but you can see a lot of the infantry now are going to be stuck in this no man's land between 4 points and Village. And honestly, it doesn't matter that they're here. If you're fighting this, you can fight this if you want it for US. It's actually better if the infantry are stuck here because they have to run in order to get to the next defensive point, which is South Farm.
Clear of any halves. You guys can enjoy it.
You can take the momentum right now as we see the American infantry starting to stream in to the west side of South Farm as the MEA T-72 finally comes online. has been playing around the south side of the map. Doesn't look like they got any kills just yet. Because now he's trying to just
We're trying to find this radio.
focus on infantry. We can see some outlines here.
I can pick y'all up.
Okay, well we've just the radio's on bleed here. We have radios on bleed here.
That's good.
Always faded. Takes a coax to the face. But tank should be... Oh, there you go. See Carl Gustav just over the horizon. Not sure if they're going to move quick enough for it. As T-72 is trying to reposition to get into a good defensive position. You don't want to be caught out in no man's land if you're a tank right now, especially with American infantry all over you.
Did we? Squad 4?
And never mind, their anti-tank just couldn't wait because it looks like they're repositioning in order to try to get an Overwatch position. And instead, they actually scare the tank. And Kilo Voburn just couldn't hold off and actually gets themselves killed when I probably could have waited another 30 seconds to get a nice good side shot on that track. Good response by the T-72 crew though. And we're going to let this play out because we still have some more infantry fights.
We are tracked. We need some help. There is no front that's next to us. So we
What
need
bridge
help.
squared? Oh, 7?
Oh, hold on a second.
Yeah.
In a bad way, dude.
7 is in a bad way.
My crewman is dead.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared of the enemy tank too, dude. He's
Squad
fucking
5.
weird.
Can you pick me up and this guy over at main base?
I got a
Yeah,
hack
wait here
going
for
to
you.
that tank. It's moving away from us. We don't really have any conflict on village right now. I'm assuming they're super fobbing south farm.
So if we keep the outlines off for just a second, you can see how anxiety inducing of a situation this is if you're the Abrams crew member. The only one left in the tank. The fob in front of you is just about to be overrun. You see Jester lining up a shot. Oh, good shot. There you go. And Avalon as well.
Damn. I'm gonna take my squad to take out the enemy fob south 4 points.
Kelvin goes down. And Hydra is pulling off some fantastic defensive moves. Reshi should be next. Well, it looks like she just...
Come on, squad 2, you got this, bro.
I think maybe just on the other side of the bush, so maybe Hydra's not seeing. But the radio is on bleed out. You can see the smaller profile of the outline of the radio and the sparks coming off, so about to lose 20 tickets. I'm not sure if it's going to matter too much because MEA are almost down to under 100 tickets. And Hydra, despite being in a horrible spot, actually looks like they'll be okay.
Hey, Hilo, come over here a sec.
Ian the Impaler taking out Biggie Cheese and Rare Sniper, but it looks like Smoke and I think Matt Dew rather was the original driver. So good drive, Smoke. Matt Dew's gonna lay prone, try to get those tracks right back up, and they should be good to go. Reshi and Ian the Impaler can't do much other than sit and watch and try not to get killed. Reshi looks like she's trying to crawl on up and do something though. Ian the Impaler, I don't think they're comm engineer and squad leader. So and oh, that was a good grenade. Good attempt. Ian the Impaler might have just aggroed the Abrams right here. And Reshi finally goes down to nice infantry stack.
Hey, Hab still up down there.
Yep, there's still an enemy.
It's actually really funny.
Got it.
Alright, squad, I'm gonna give you one more drop.
I cannot believe this squad leader is still alive.
Squad 8, Squad 7, keep that enemy flank. We're gonna drop.
Just marksman things.
Copy.
All right, marksman goes down. The only one to get killed. And here you go. Once again, pardon the quick camera movement,
Seem really active, boss.
because it
There's
looks
not a lot
like
on in here.
the striker just happened upon the hats. And hold on a second. Good shot. Nails the backside of the striker. Honestly, the more armored side, I don't think they're gonna... I don't think they're on fire just yet. Nope, not on fire, but this tandem round is gonna tear through it.
Squad 3 is located enemy hab on
I'm not quite sure why... Well, the striker is actually... Oh no, he's moving back towards where the hab was. This should be an easy kill for the hat.
I'm almost certain that was a BMP-1 to our north, like up here in D7 or something.
And
exactly
trying to do
sure.
Pythagorean's theorem right here.
Like a BMP-1.
And he does, nails it. What a shot. MEA hat mops up the striker finally, and hey, you got to give him credit. That was a...
Man, do you have any assets?
What a nice 40-minute life for the striker crew. But fantastic kill for the hat. Might just be a consolation prize because we're at 210 tickets for the US, 81 for MEA, as the South Farm looks to finally be going down. You can see it's
5
overrun.
minutes till creepy and static barrage.
Oh, but hold on. Village is now being resecured by MEA. You might have had just a bit too much infantry for the US push South Farm. We might be getting a double neutral situation here in a second.
Double muted.
Yeah, we got killed.
We can
What's going to happen is this infantry here for the US needs to defend themselves, kill this crew.
double neutral South Farm.
Pushing
then
them. Eskimo Bros, Rooney, Whiskey Tango, Joe. Eskimo goes down.
I got 2 of them.
Whiskey Tango, the only one left. Altitude trades. And now you just got Joe left. As Victus tries to defend the hab down on South Farm, but if Joe goes down, Anubis official tries to Rambo with his 240 Bravo. Joe knocks him out, but finally goes down. So well defended, hab able to stay up, and now this hab should be used to defend. And they mentioned artillery soon. I think we are going to get in a double neutral position. And I'm going to call in about 8 minutes. The U.S. are going to secure South Farm. All right, that's my guess. What's the time? By 1:14. 1:14. The U.S. will have South Farm. That's my guess. All right, maybe. Is that an American helicopter? And that is a very dangerous hover.
Closer.
Incredibly dangerous hover, and that's why. Fantastic RPG right into the crew compartment of that Blackhawk. And he's actually able to scare him away.
Engaging enemy tank.
Engaging enemy tank, and it's all down south. C-72 banks a shot off its front plate on the right side of your screen, way in the fog. You can see the smoke now moving right to left. Wow, fantastic shot by the Abrams, pins through and actually tracks the T-72. No, does not track. Oh, and knocks him out, easy as that, as a Samir car comes up right behind him, and I think he's lost unless he's a hat, and he is not a hat, but he is an RPG. And I mean, what did you expect? I mean, good effort, I guess. That went about as well as he probably could have guessed, right? A valiant effort, but not gonna do much to an Abrams. ATGM though from the BMP. BMP2 now swapping to its autocannon. Abrams misses. I don't know why they swapped to the autocannon unless they are down in ATGM. And this should be another easy kill for the Abrams. And it is. Takes an RPG in the backside of the turret though. Another round dumped short. And Abrams looks to have lost stabilization in the turret. Defensive smoke, drive smoke, artillery on South Farm from MEA as MEA are also capturing Village as well. That is a tandem round and they are on fire. Abrams is in a really tough spot. As you can see, Hat laying prone. And they're just going to have to accept their fate. Tandem misses. They're going to have to try to stop that fire now. They need, oh, they're stopping right next to the hab. They need it. They need it. You got to do it. You might lose infantry, but oh, there it goes.
BMP destroyed.
What about our tank?
I've got to say though, that's a good effort. Abrams knocking out T-72, knocking out BMP, knocking out infantry, and a bunch of bodies just lay in the wake of that Abrams. Good effort from the crew there. And there you go. That's why MEA now down to 12 tickets, 147 to 12. Village is about to be secured, and we might not even get to my guess of 100 or 1 hour 14 minutes left because Village is about to be secured. 8 tickets left. Village just about ticking over, and South Farm squad 4 for the US have as well. So looks like that will be that, as the US MEA, they weren't out of it early on. I mean, yeah, losing a BMP and losing a helicopter within the first 5 minutes, probably don't want to do that. But I gotta say, I think the US just had some fantastic fobs. They're actually well positioned to not only defend and attack in ways that you won't lose an objective if it automatically goes down. I think they definitely, oh, Village, hold on a second. MEA, oh, I think South Farm, we're gonna have a base race here. Well, with 6 tickets anyway, it's gonna be about it. BMP1 coming up with Soul Sane and Sizzlore trying to do something, but they might have just kicked the hornet's nest with that, and that's why immediately tracked. BMP spinning around and around. As always, Faded looks like the one who have tracked them, and now you have Pilot Grapefruit just trying to run in with C4. Four tickets left, and that will do it. Tandem round on the side of the BMP1. US 143 tickets to MEA 0. And there you go. 189 kills to 165, 67 revives to 65. GG's.